What's up, everybody? This is Marquise Dupree with the Say Win Doc Sports Podcast here in Havana Rays for this special night. One of my favorite beers is in the house. Sir, please introduce yourself and tell everybody how great you are.
I appreciate that. Sure. My name is Jonathan Cheatwood. I'm territory manager for South Alabama and also the Panhandle of Florida, out toward Panama City Beach, Mexico Beach, kind of where I stopped there. And we're here for Mardi Gras kickoff party at Havana Rays, which is a great customer. It's become a real outlaw bar, is what we like to call the bars that the Outlaws kind of taken over as their house beer.
Yes, sir.
And where people come in and that's all they really drink. So we're running specials tonight for $2.50 for a 16-ounce beer. You don't see that in the off-premise anywhere, especially for that size.
Wow.
And the quality of beer that we bring to the table. So we're here with Coraleo, I believe, Coraleo cigars. I got one right here. Great stuff, and yeah. So we're out here just doing our thing.
I had one of those earlier cigars.
Mm-hmm.
I had the 2018 Cigar of the Year.
Okay.
And I love the undertones. Awesome. Great cigar. But I'm happy to see you because you are now my new favorite beer. I don't know if everybody noticed. I was introduced to Outlaw probably about 6 months ago.
Okay, yep.
And I remember David gave me my first Outlaw. He said, "Hey man, try this beer." And I was like, I never had it. He was like, "Just try it." He said, he know I like a light beer.
Yeah.
Right? 6 beers later, every time
You're hooked.
Every time I come here, I get an Outlaw. Everybody automatically knows I'm getting this beer.
You walk up, the bartender puts it in your hand.
They know it. They know it. And I like the 20s.
Yeah.
I get the 20s because the 20s, there's 2 pours right there.
That's 24, so watch
24,
out.
okay,
Yeah,
24. 24, the big ones. I say the big ones. So.
The big one, yeah. Give me the big can.
So tell us about Outlaw, man. How y'all come about? What's going on with the beer?
Yeah, so interesting enough. So Tivoli is our brewer. They've been around since 1859.
Hold on, stop. Time out.
Okay.
You said 1859?
1859.
I thought there was a new beer that came. Hold on. Our producer, Joe, Great Man Harris, I was telling him I thought this was a new beer like 2 years old or something.
So Outlaw, the brand, is relatively new. We're in our 4th year, so it is still kind of a baby. This is our way of branching out with a light beer nationwide. Our COO, Ari, really wanted to prove a point that great beer doesn't have to be expensive. As you've seen, all you beer drinkers and a lot of legacy drinkers that drink because their dad drank it or their granddad drank it, and that's all they really know. So they don't really look at beer when they go in, they just grab what they always have. So if we can put something next to them on the shelf that's even $1 or so less, but actually be a premium quality craft beer from Denver, Colorado, we really want to take over. So
wow.
So we're trying to, yeah, that's what Outlaw stands for. That's why it's named Outlaws, because we consider ourselves the outlaws of the light beer industry. The disruptors in the category. There really hasn't been a disruptor in light beer ever.
And you guys are disrupting everything.
We are disrupting everything. So price point is on, like I said, on premise. You can go in and get a $3 beer when everything else is $7, $8. It sells itself. And once people try the beer and realize that it's not a quote-unquote cheap product, the liquid is fantastic. It's a premium liquid. It's a Kolsch-style light beer that you don't get in any other light beers in the market. So you're not going to have any of that nasty, I call it the lager lip, where it's just kind of a little bitter on the end.
I know exactly
smooth,
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's so smooth.
Yeah.
And it doesn't overwhelm you.
Right.
It's like you ease it. It's mellow all the way through. You know what I mean?
It is.
Like,
It really is.
You
This is
start
my
with
first.
a beer, and when you get to the end, it's kind of
my
like
first time
that
having
bitter
one.
taste.
I'm ready for another one.
This metal all the way through. I'm telling you, I can drink 5 of these.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yes.
I feel great. I love them.
So all the ingredients are premium. So you're not going to wake up bloated or feel like crap because we don't have all the extra stuff that a lot of the macro beers put in their beers. Now we can brew on a large scale, obviously not to that size yet, but we are where we need to be. We're in all 50 states, nationwide, just as of last month. So you can find us. If you can't find us, just ask for us. We're not hard to find anymore.
And if you can't find them, come to Havana Rays.
If you're in Mobile,
and you definitely can find them here.
If you're in Mobile, come to Havana Rays. Their sister stores, they own
Cottage
some package stores.
Cottage Hill Package Store.
So the Cottage Hill Package Store in Mobile has been there since the 70s. They're a staple in Mobile. They'll carry everything from your cigars, liquor, wine, beer, everything. And they've been a big supporter of Outlaw from the beginning.
Wow.
And that even trickles into Baldwin County. their Cottage Hill store by the bay, they call it, the one in Fairhope. And then they have the liquor stores down in Gulf Shores and Orange Beach are called Seaside Liquors. So they also carry all of our products, everything from a 6-pack of 16-ounce beer for $6.49 to a tall boy that you can get.
You cannot beat it.
Yeah.
Do y'all understand what this man is telling you?
Yeah.
And I'm witnessing it. For this quality of beer, you cannot find it. In the summertime it's great. In the wintertime it's great. Every time I've had this beer is great. I'm telling you, this is my staple go-to beer. And people looked at me like, man, I don't know what an Outlaw is. You better try one.
Just try it.
You better try one.
That's all you got to do is as long as they try it and they realize that don't let the price throw you. The price is there for you. We're here to give you that price, once again, to prove that you don't have to be overpriced to be great. And like I said, that Kolsch style, a lot of people may not know what that is. That's been brewed for centuries. That comes from a German yeast that's been around forever. And I want to say that our brewers are the best in the nation. I'm a little, but because of it. But, they were able to make this beer without using a heavy wheat or anything like a lot of Kolsch beer uses. That gets your calories up and everything. We didn't want that. So we got a nice crisp Pilsner yeast that we use. So you're getting that nice big bold flavor. Maltiness is the word that people, it kind of escapes when they're trying to think about the beer. No bitterness. We barely even show up on the IBU scale, which if you don't know is International Bitterness Units. We're at a 10. So it basically isn't there.
They have an actually scale of bitterness of beer?
Yeah, the IBU, International Bitterness Unit. So if you go get a pale ale, say you're around 40 or 50, you get into your IPAs, you're at 60 plus, all the way up till whatever, over 100. If it gets to that point, you're just basically eating your beer at that point.
Wow. Wow.
It's real sticky. But yeah, we're not like that at all. We're going to come give you that big Kolsch malt flavor in the beginning.
Right.
That also has all our sugars in it too, so there's no added extra of that. So you're just getting a really just all natural, crisp, clean beer at an incredible price. And we are at those local stores I told you. We are in some national chains as well.
Right.
That you can find some great value. I always say shop local first.
Right.
So we definitely want to, even if it's maybe $1 more, we want to support our local people
Always
first.
support your local businesses.
Yeah.
That's one thing that we do. We go around, we support local bars. That's why we're in Havana Rays.
Yeah.
So I think that's a great thing that you guys push in what
Absolutely.
you have. So
yeah, we want to support the community first. We are in Walmarts and Circle K's around the country.
Right.
Some Kroger's and stuff. More coming out. 2026 is going to be a huge year.
Wow.
So like I said, we're still kind of in our infancy, but we're the fastest growing light beer in America for the 3rd year in a row.
Wow.
And that's against the big boys too. So we are consistently showing heavy growth, and that obviously helps with added states to the portfolio and everything, and having people like me, boots on the ground,
Right.
to actually get the beer into people's hands. Call it cans in hands, liquid to lips, let you try the beer, and once you try it, they buy it, and then once again, we got a fan for life, and that's what we like doing. So a lot of times the beer sells out at events. We obviously don't want that. And if you have a little bit extra left over, it's just going to be gone the next day.
I absolutely love it.